guys, it's Quana, and I'm back with a quick review. I'm going to call this a live take, even though it's not live, and I'm probably not going to record the video all at once, so there will be a cut because we're not done. So I am going to review very briefly the wonderful world of Disney's The Little Mermaid live. So while we're on this commercial break, I have just gotten back from a visit to the Disney World, the happiest place on earth, one of my favorite places on planet Earth. And so I'm in a very Disney mood, and it just so happens that it is November 5th, and ABC has decided to air The Little Mermaid, which, quick funny story, we went to see The Little Mermaid at Disney in Hollywood Studios. My oldest son and my husband were able to stay. My youngest son, who had done well the entire trip, decides he wants to have a complete meltdown about the bad guy coming on stage before Ursula even appeared. Did not want to sit through the show, started kind of like complaining and like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. And so then we had to leave. So I did not get past, I don't think we made it to Under the Sea, or we just barely made it to Under the Sea. So this is a nice little second chance for me to experience The Little Mermaid. Now, we know that the live movie adaptation is coming. They've cast Halle Bailey as Little Mermaid, and her voice is phenomenal. She looks like Ariel, but with chocolate skin, and so I'm very excited. I hope that they leave her dreads, make them red. I'm excited for it. And I love Auli'i Carvalho. Love her as Moana. Her live singing can sometimes be a bit spotty, and I think we're seeing this in this show. Her Part of Your World wasn't my favorite rendition of that, but she did well. But you could tell like nerves, and she's not really she's more of an alto, I think. She's not a soprano. And when Ariel goes for that note, when she's like, part of that world, she couldn't quite get that lift, and it kind of fell flat. I'm kind of, since they have added some original songs, and I don't know if I've never seen the Broadway, so they may have added these songs for Broadway, and I'm just not aware. But they've added some songs. They gave Prince Eric a song. Apparently, we're about to get an Ariel and Eric duet, which, if they give that to us before she gets her voice back, I'm kind of wondering if they're going to give it to us in like the Ursula form of Ariel's voice. I don't know. It's getting ready to come back on. But I was really underwhelmed with how they used Amber Riley. And I felt like, being that she wasn't heavily advertised, it felt like, what was the point? Was it just to have another voice that you trusted in a live adaptation? Shaggy's been okay. He was good with Under the Sea, and he kind of took a little while to get into his groove. John Stamos was magnifique. But of course, the star of the night is definitely Miss Dana Owens, aka Queen Latifah herself, as Ursula. And I'm going to go ahead and go on record and say, if they do not cast Ursula in the live action film adaptation, I'm going to be so ticked off, because she was brilliant in that role. Her voice was perfect. The additional verse in the song was perfect. She did everything perfectly. So she definitely needs to be Ursula. Oh, and here we are. I guess this is kind of alive, because now we're getting this duet. You know what? This is pretty. This is a pretty song so far. Um, she looking a little chocolatey too. I see you, Ali. I see you. I don't know if these are new songs for Broadway, but I will say I hope that these songs, or some other updated songs show up in the film, because I think that was one of the downfalls of Beauty and the Beast, is it was such a literal adaptation of the cartoon that it kind of felt like what for. And okay, so here's my overall review. That is what this is. That's what this feels like. Ignore the chocolate milk glass in my background. That's what this feels like. It kind of feels like a what's the point, because we're getting the cartoon and then we're getting the singing instead of the full-on action. So rather than give us the Broadway adaptation of The Little Mermaid, we're getting like a hodgepodge. And because it's not in the vein of some of the other live action performances that NBC or Fox have done, it kind of just feels like, yeah, this is cute. Being that they've gone this route, especially with the cartoon, I wish that more of the audience members were younger. I wish that it maybe aired an hour earlier, because it feels like something that should have aired earlier. Should have been more of a family-friendly event where family could stay up and watch it. So if you've got little kids, they're not staying up too late past their bedtime. So, I mean, it's nice. It's very nostalgic. I like seeing Auli'i in this role and getting more work, because I loved her and I was really sad when her show on NBC was canceled. But I do wish that her voice was a little softer, and she's more of an alto, and it's not fitting with what we're traditionally used to with Ariel. John Cena's Queen Latifah, A+. I'll give Shaggy a B. I would give Auli'i a B+. I kind of wish they had written something for King Triton. So overall, not a bad experience. I think what's also taking us out are the commercial breaks and this song in such and such timestamps. I think that's taking us out of the moment, and so it doesn't feel as exciting. They're kind of almost treating it like an award show versus an actual like performance. And I think that's one of the problems that I have about the live Broadway show adaptations that we've seen thus far, is they don't feel like when you go to see a play, you don't have those kinds of interruptions in that way. So you really are able to allow that suspension of belief, and we don't get that with this. So this is a fun night. It's but it's I think I would have been fine if I had just watched the replay. I don't want to say anything that's gonna get me in trouble with Disney, because I want Disney to like one day fly me out for free, guys. But I kind of wish I had watched This Is Us instead, because I'm not in love with this. I don't doubt that I will be in love with the live action, simply because Halle Bailey's voice is so incredible that I fully plan to find me a purple top and green bottom outfit so I can be Ariel, get me some faux red locks, and go all out. I'm in support of her, so I'm down for that. Please recast Ursula with Queen Latifah. I'm begging you, Disney, if you ever want me to love you, recast Little Mermaid, Ursula, Queen Latifah. Yeah. So that's it for tonight, guys. I hopefully will be dropping some reviews soon. Please, if you like this review, if you want to share your thoughts on what you feel about The Little Mermaid live, did you watch it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Tell me all about it in the comments below. And until next time, toodles!